Here it is. It's your boy Keenan right here. Just felt like cooking. Today I'm going to put a little twist on something I'm going to tap into my Filipino roots on. We're going to get some of this grilled pork adobo. Check it. So what we got here is a trimming from my spare ribs from my first video that I did. If you want to check that out, go back and see how I trimmed them bad boys up into the St. Louis cut. But this is what was left over. Most people smoke them up and use them for rib tips. Today, I'm going to make some pork adobo with it. I'm going to season them pretty aggressively with some Goya, some paprika, some black pepper, some oregano, chili powder, onion powder, and garlic powder. And when we get the mix going, I'm going to go ahead and throw a couple bay leaves in there. But what I'm doing differently with these, check this out. Alright, we got these bad boys seasoned. So we about to get them on this grill. So we throwing these bad boys on the grill. That's gonna be my little twist to my adobo. Grilling my meat. And that's gonna be for me when it's all done. So we're gonna leave these bad boys on here, let them get some color, some smoke flavor. We're not cooking them all the way. We're just gonna cook them halfway to impart that grill taste to them. Then we're gonna get it ready to put in this adobo. So we out here checking these bad boys. See what we got here. Oh yeah. Oh, that's looking good. Yeah, we're just getting grill flavor, baby. So when you're working with electric grill like this and you're grilling on it, you got to pay attention to your meat because you're in real close contact of the heat. So you got to babysit it a little bit. Alright, so I got this meat pulled. So this is that little sample piece. This is good. About to get my adobo started. I got some veggies right here, some onions and some celery. I like adding celery when I'm doing something with a lot of liquid. It imparts a lot of good flavor. So don't neglect your celery. And the leaf parts right there, good flavor. You can add that to anything. So I'm gonna get this adobo started. So what we got going here is a mixture of olive oil and butter. And what I'm going to add in here is my onion and celery mixture. I'm not going to add any garlic right now because I don't want it to burn. So we're going to sit here and saute these up till they get somewhat soft, because we're going to add liquid in there to cook it down some more. I'm rocking this in that copper shell. Love my copper shell. So I'm going to let these go, let them break down a little bit, but we still want a little bite into them. We don't want them cooked down to where they like super caramelized and mushy, because like I said, they're going to cook in that liquid with this adobo. Alright, so we've been sauteing these veggies for a minute. I added some garlic in there. I didn't want to add it at the beginning because I didn't want it to burn. So since I'm getting ready to add my liquid and put the meat back in there, we can add the garlic in there. So we're going to go ahead and add this meat. And put these ribs right back up in there. That part right there got the back attached to it, the spine. I'm not about to be hacking and hammering through that. If you want to see me hack and hammer, you can go back to my first video. I'm using the trimmings from the spare ribs that I cut in the St. Louis cut. Grilled them up, threw them on, got some smoke on them. And we're just going to nestle these up in there. So we're going to let these go a minute, and I'm going to get ready to add this liquid. So I'm about to add a 1/4 of a cup of rice wine vinegar. And then I'm going to add 3/4 of a cup of soy sauce. And then we're going to cover that with water. About 4.5, 5 cups of water. Alright, I'm also adding in here 1/4 of a cup of packed brown sugar. So as you can see, it's starting to boil. You just let that sugar dissolve in there. Let everything get to know each other. And that looks good. Smells amazing. Oh. So this is a twist on some adobo. I know I'm breaking rules, but that's what I do. Alright, as you can see, we got maximum boilage. Ribs is going away. Everything in there getting to know each other. This is my grilled pork adobo. I seasoned up the trimmings from the spare ribs. Grilled them up. Got my onions and celery going. Sauteed them up a little bit with some olive oil and salted butter. Then I added my garlic because I don't want my garlic to burn in the pan. Added my liquids. Added about 1/4 of a cup of rice wine vinegar and about a cup of soy sauce. Then I covered it with water. So since we're boiling here, we're going to go ahead and get this bad boy covered. Reduce the heat and let it simmer for about an hour. Alright, it's time to check on this adobo. About 30 minutes in. And one thing I want to point out that I don't think I mentioned before, or I showed adding it, is the bay leaf. Always add the bay leaf in your adobo. Real important to this dish. So like I said, it's about 30 minutes in. Everything is looking good. Liquid is looking good. Meat is getting tender. So we're going to cover this back up and check in about another half an hour. Alright, we're about an hour in. Boy, that is looking good. Let's check these ribs. Ooh, that is tender. That is tender. We got some smaller pieces up in here. So that's going. That's about good. We got a nice reduction, about 1/4 of a way down right here. We went from over right here to where it's at now. Flavors are concentrated. The steam smells good. I mean, this is amazing. This is my first time doing this dish, but I knew I could nail it. So let's get a sample of one of these ribs real quick. So let's try out a piece of this rib. It's amazing. Alright, finally got it done. My grilled pork adobo. I took the trimmings from my spare ribs after I was St. Louis cut them. Seasoned aggressively with Goya total seasoning, onion powder, garlic powder, black pepper, paprika, chili powder, and oregano. Threw them on the grill for a minute on some nice hickory charcoal, smoked them up, got a nice good grilled smoke flavor to them. Then I threw them in the pot after I sauteed up some onions and celery and a mixture of butter and olive oil. Towards the end, I added the garlic because I didn't want the garlic to burn. Added a cup of soy sauce, 1/4 cup of rice wine vinegar, covered it with water, let it simmer for about about an hour or so. So I plated some up. I don't have any rice or anything, because I didn't need none. These bad boys is tender. I'm going to finish it off with a little lime juice, just to wake it up, a little acidity. Look at that. That's rich. That's rich broth. That's my grilled adobo. Let's get a little taste of this sauce right here with that nice, good piece of collagen. Oh, yeah. See, that's what it needed, that lime. That lime wakes it up. So this is how tender the meat is. As you can see, it just falls apart. Simply amazing. Simply amazing. Good dish. Whenever you got a stewed dish, when you got to stew down some meat, add a twist to it. Grill up the meat first. Add some flavor. That's how you do it. Season. Adjust your seasonings during your cooking time. You may want to add salt. You may want to add pepper. You may want to add sugar, whatever. But check your food during the cooking time. So that's it. It's your boy Keenan. Just felt like cooking. Grilled pork adobo. Filipino roots.